Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and here I have Solanum quitoense, the Lulo, Naranjilla or Quito orange, a mystical plant from South America. I'm in an almost South American-like looking place in the Canary Islands, and this is actually the first time I'm trying this fruit. The thing is, I've been reading about it for decades. When it comes to rare fruit which are known only locally, this is basically a star. Every book on exotic fruit mentions it. Oh yeah, the Quito orange is a fruit which is basically unknown outside the area of Quito and the border area of like Peru, Ecuador and Bolivia. It is very popular there, but basically not to be found anywhere else in the world. Well, it seems so many books wrote that this plant is not to be found anywhere else in the world in cultivation that people started cultivating it elsewhere. I've seen it once or twice in botanic gardens where I couldn't try it. And now for the first time I saw it on a market in Tenerife. It seems like it's being proposed for an important flavoring juice or flavoring substance for the worldwide market, and that the main problem is it's quite difficult cultivation. Well, taste-wise it's supposed to be something similar to oranges, tomatoes, fusales and so on. The name Naranjillo means little orange. I mean, it looks like a little orange. They use it mainly to make juices in the area of Quito. So let's see what this is gonna be like when eaten fresh. I guess that those two fruit, which are the most orange ones, are the most ripe ones. Well, this one, which still has some green, it's the greenest one. Let's try the greenest one first. That's what the inside looks like. Green. The juice is also green. Taste is not unpleasant. Mostly sour, but it's a pleasant sourness. Let's see, this one already got a bit soft. Yeah, they are very, very tender when harvested, so kind of like tomatoes, although the skin is quite different from the tomato. The skin is much more coarse, covered with some bristly stuff, so the skin doesn't feel like tomatoes, but the inside seems to be just as tender. More flavor. I cannot. Well, this is a lot more flavorful, but I cannot exactly place the flavor. Now let's try the ripest in the bunch. Let's hope it's not rotten. Might be less than fresh. Slightly different flavor. I guess this one was in best condition of all the fruit in this bunch. This one might already be past its prime. Well, how shall I describe it? Describing the taste of Solanum species is very difficult. They have a whole bouquet of different tastes. Sour, a mild and pleasant sourness is the main taste sensation here. And there are also those, undernotes which are so typical for Solanums, like it's a bit like tomato, it's a bit like fusales, it's a bit like Solanum nigrum, it's a bit like tamarillo. yeah, just another one of the thousands of edible Solanum, Solanaceae species. Just be careful, there are also thousands of toxic Solanaceae species, and sometimes the toxic and the edible are identical, like with chili peppers or tobacco. Well, folks, this was the Lulo Naranjilla, Solanum quitoense. A really famous but elusive fruit. I'm glad I managed to find it and try it finally. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the subtropical island of Tenerife, where you can cultivate basically everything. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.